Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Back two, the Mike. Right, Andy! Back two. Time to go, night. What's that? You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. What's that?
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 20! Mike 45. Man, I got you. There you go. Get down. Motion. 45's the Mike. Watch the run.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's go, D. Hey, shift. Gonna go 5-0 here. Go. I got you, Pop. 45.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's caught, Stills, right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 20. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
It's a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
What's that? 45's the Mike. Come on, D.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
That's another Dolphins.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Where's White 80? 52's the Mike. Cover.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Bengals' 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Balaj. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
'52's the mic. 52's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check 24. Check. Can I go 5-0 here? Switch it. Come on, switch it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
I got him. Jeff, go Jeff. 45.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, here's another 2nd and goal from the 5 now.
Yo. Chill it.
Balaj. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
3 down. Regular. Mike 52. Okay. Tackle.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mike
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You ain't going to go kick. He's coming.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton going deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run it with Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. 180! Mike 50. Here we go. Watch left. Watch left. Hey, here we go.
Fitzpatrick down, a throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dalton off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Stills. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Dalton here from the gun. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton now to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First and 10 for Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
36.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Fitzpatrick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now Fitzpatrick. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Hands up.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Check 43.
Play action here with Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And able to find Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down.
Hands up. Lead. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one. Hands up.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 45.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Mike 20! No chance!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Kill!
Again, it's Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
368.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Green with a catch left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Passing, it's Dalton, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kiko Alonso just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and 13.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Christian! 45's the mic. 45's the mic. And we got to get to the ball. Yeah. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Out to the right here to Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go ahead. Left.
And the blitz does come. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And
so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and very short, Dalton, rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You better be. Hey, color. You better be afraid of me.
On fourth down, Fitzpatrick. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Nixon will try the right side. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominant